Hello, everyone. I played some duels yesterday. I didn't play as well as I was hoping I would. I won one game and I lost two. And looking back, in some of the games that I lost, I think I could have played a lot better. And there were some things that I wasn't really seeing. I'm going to do some more duels now, and I'm going to hope that things go a little bit better this time around. So let's get into it. Okay, I am recording, and I do have an opponent here. It looks like we're pretty equally matched, 618 against 649. Appears to be in the southern hemisphere. Double white road lines, arid landscape. I think this is probably going to be a place like Greece. Closer to the water, to the northwest, maybe someplace down here. I think that should be an all right guess. It was in Spain, and it looks like it was. What is this? I think it is part of Greece. Not sure which of the islands it is, but I do a ton of damage there to start the game. All right. Kind of a nondescript rural area. I'm not sure if, I mean, this could be the United States. It could be Europe. I think I've seen similar coverage of this in like Lithuania. I'm going to go ahead and place the pin there and see what happens. It was in France and it was Hungary that time. Okay, so that's going to do some damage. Okay, I saw that sign over there. It looked like it was reading in English. Yeah, it does say for sale. Very mountainous. 8th Avenue. I mean, I'm thinking maybe New Zealand. I'm going to go someplace near here. He also goes New Zealand. It was South Africa that time. Okay, I wouldn't have expected South Africa on that guess. Usually you get them up in kind of like the desert area. You see a yellow license plate. Um, I think this is like Cambodia. I think it is. I go Cambodia. She goes Thailand. It was Laos that time. Okay, so a little bit of damage. Not too bad. Still in good control of the game. We're getting into multipliers now. Of course, we're getting these very difficult rounds. Yeah, what do I have to go on here? I do feel it's a little bit more arid climate. I see some exposed rock over here. And I'm in the northern hemisphere apparently. I think a pole top like that puts me in Europe. I mean, I have no idea. Maybe someplace in this area. Because the United States, and it looks like it was, I guess it was Russia. Yeah, it was on the other side of Russia, so I almost do enough damage to knock the other player out of the game on that one. Can't tell if this is like Malaysia or Sri Lanka. LG, Dara. Yeah, I mean, these are common in other parts of Asia. Engaran. I think this is probably going to be like Malaysia. I'm only basing that on, it's barely legible, but I do see a word that looks like it ends in like GAN. I'm going to go there. Hopefully it's not Sri Lanka. I'd be surprised. And it was Malaysia. That's going to do enough damage to knock the other player out of the game. Very good. Okay, so starting the day off, pretty good here. After losing two in a row, after winning my first one yesterday, it's good to get back to even here. So moving up in the rankings a little bit. Pretty happy with that one. And I'm not going to waste too much time. I think I got a little bit of time for another game here. Got a very good looking player here, 756 overall. Also on a one-game win streak. So I think I've got my work cut out for me on this one. Never seen this car before. I feel like that is more like an Asian language. Yeah, those are driving on the left. I think this might, I mean, we're lower to the, this might be Japan. I mean, we are pretty low to the ground. I guess I'm just going to go for it. I don't think it is Japan. I shouldn't have did that. I guess we'll see. Other player goes Japan as well, and it was in the north of Japan, up near Sapporo, so I had a very good guess going into that region. Doing a ton of damage to start the game here. Okay, that should be a French bollard as well. Terrible at region guessing France. I gotta go center mass. Maybe a little bit over here where there's more mountain areas. It goes in the south. I was pretty much spot on with that one, so doing some more damage here. A lot of English. Also some like German. I'm thinking with an environment perhaps like this, it could be Switzerland. I don't know which town, and we are kind of lower to the ground. I know that's common in Switzerland, so I'm gonna go down here, kind of closer to the mountains. I'm gonna hit the submit button here, and I think this should be a pretty good Switzerland guess. Let's see if the other player gets it. It was Austria, and it was Austria. Okay, so I was mistaken on that one. Very good guess on their part there. It looked like we were a little bit lower to the ground, so I went on that car meta information to go Switzerland. Okay, now we're again in the middle of nowhere. Seems to be a solar farm. It's kind of brick road. Okay, I am genuinely stumped on this one. Kind of a yellow house. I don't know where we'd see any of this. Got 5 seconds. I'm going to go France again. It's not going to be a good guess at all. Germany, yeah, okay, that's going to do a ton of damage to me. Yeah, nothing I can do there. I mean, I had no idea, so it was good round for them. Okay, we are could be Europe. I mean, based on that license plate. This kind of pole top here. I'm thinking this can maybe be like Spain. I do think we see this type of pole in either Spain or Portugal. It does look a little bit more mountainy. Maybe it's like the northern part of Spain here. Well, it could be. I spent time in this part of Spain. It's also kind of mountainy there. I can't tell which is which. So I'm going to go towards the south of Spain. Place the pin. Hopefully that's not too bad of a guess. It looks like we are in the northern hemisphere. Other player goes in the same region and was pretty much spot on with it. Okay, so we're battling here a little bit. I still have a slight lead. And we'll see what we get here. I think this puts us in Brazil. It does look to be a Brazilian pole. Wow, I don't know where. Seems to be like a river or a lake or something. Maybe in this area here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Other player goes much more south. I think it was slightly closer. It was Brazil, though. Okay, so we got a really good game on our hands, getting into these huge, huge multipliers. Driving on the right with a red chevron. Caribbean. I think we're driving. Yeah, we are driving on the right. This is Turkey? I think this might be Turkey. I mean, that name is kind of throwing me off a little bit. This one here. These ones, on the other hand, seem maybe more Turkish, but we'll see. He goes Turkey as well. It was Turkey. I think I was slightly closer that time, surprisingly. Okay, so we're doing a tiny bit of damage. What is going... Okay, I think... Southern Hemisphere. I'm not sure on that bollard. I do see this white road line. I'm feeling... I don't think we see those in South America, and I think this has to be like South Africa. I mean, these palms right here are kind of sketching me out. I don't think we see yellow lines in Australia anywhere, right? So I don't think it's that. So I think it's between like South Africa and South America. I've never seen this bollard here in like South America, so I think I'm just gonna go for it here and go South Africa. Another player goes South Africa as well. Oh wow, it was Argentina that time. Interesting. Yeah, 50-50. Funny that both of us went South Africa though. That was a confusing round. Seems to be a black and white pole. I think that might put us in Asia. Seems to be more, pretty much due east. Black license plate over here. I'm going to go Malaysia on this one. Could be Indonesia. He goes Malaysia as well, and I was spot on with that guess. That should do a ton of damage. So battle of neck and neck. It's still anybody's game with these multipliers. Okay, right away we're in New Zealand. I can tell by the bollards. No, we're not. I think I was mistaken. This is Poland. I think that's a number. It's an A-frame pole, and the sun is in the south. I think we're in Poland here. That definitely looks Polish. I just got to go in the middle on a round like this because I can't region guess it. He goes in the south. It was in the north. Perfect hedge there. That does enough damage. Knocks the player out of the game. He was much higher rated than me. But regardless, I think we battled neck and neck there. That was a very good game, very good player, and it came down to a round like that. And sometimes the hedge of just putting the pin in the middle of a country really pays off, and that one did that time. So starting today, I am 2-0. I'm feeling very good with both of the games that I played. But for now, I got to shut it down. I got to get back to work. I will be back later with more duels.